Morning, everybody. Welcome to LOCPOD, Season 12, Episode 2. This is the Midwest's most dangerous podcast, and we're coming live to you from the NECA IBEW Power in Indiana, Lake County Studios.
Good morning.
We
look like you're in your summer wear.
I do. I am.
Like bringing it in.
It's nice outside. I always like waking up and it being
Oh,
nice
me too,
outside.
Linz.
Yeah, it was like 45 this morning, and like if you went to bed with the windows open, you woke up, it was nice and cold.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Yeah, and you were all like nice and bundled up.
I love it. I
like,
love that,
Brian,
that time of year.
I love that too, but Brian won't let me keep the window open all night.
Why, he doesn't like cold?
No, he likes to be warm and sweaty. When he wakes up.
I love the cool
I love
breeze from
cold, too.
outside.
Me too.
One of the kids said,
I had to
can we
break
turn
Marissa.
on the air conditioner? I was like, no.
Yeah, no shit.
It's
Right?
not, this is not air
I
conditioner
know.
type of time
ridiculous.
of year.
That's ridiculous.
This is when you save money from the
Dude.
utility.
I don't turn on air conditioner until like June, July.
It's got to be like
my
75
entire
plus in my
heater
house.
AC is off for
Yeah.
the next 3 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
This is the time you save money.
Yeah, NIPSCO hates me right now. Yeah,
The local utility.
yeah.
I don't know. Well,
Hey,
we
we
got a
got
good show today.
We Kevin and I hung snow in the studio yesterday. Did you notice that, Vez?
I'm kind of waiting for it to maybe come down and hit
What are
me
you
in the
talking
head.
about? I put that thing up.
It doesn't look flush against the wall.
It's not.
Fuck you, man.
That's a red
That thing-
flag.
I put that thing up there, man.
It's like
Kevin
hanging.
and Kevin
I am
supervised.
Gonna say, Dad's like being like, I hung it up, but the
Kevin
person
supervised it.
who handles the tools and power tools in our household.
Tom was
is
all
not
over it.
Power tools. There wasn't a lot of power tools.
There was no
First
power
off,
tools.
Kevin was really concerned about the walls.
I was like,
I
man, we're
would
gonna have to
trust it if
repaint.
Marissa put it up.
no, I put it up. What are you talking about? I'm the handyman.
Wait, is it one of those like
Yeah.
sticky
Marissa
things?
told
Yes.
me
Yeah.
that
Oh,
Yes.
God,
Yeah, that
this
thing's
is
not
not good.
It's coming down within what, John?
No, it's not.
A week.
Yeah.
Really? Maybe it will.
We're at 12 hours right now.
Well,
15
if it
18
comes
hours.
down, it's just like emblematic of real life. They put
Snow.
snow down for a stupid leg injury.
I don't want it to hit me in the head.
Sorry,
though.
Snow, you unique albino deer.
I don't want the
Like,
ghost
you
of
have
snow to
you have
come
a,
get me.
You have a hurt leg.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just end
We
your
gotta
life.
put you down.
Like, let's end your
down.
life. You're like you could have put it snow in a freaking zoo,
Cast,
right?
or how about in a cast?
Cast is fine. If I
You see
break my leg,
dogs in a
don't
cast,
freaking
right?
kill me, right?
If my dog had a broken leg, I wouldn't kill her.
I wouldn't
First
kill
off,
my
who's
dog
gonna
with a
go
broken
to a
leg.
zoo to go look at deer? They are literally
But like,
everywhere.
obviously, Crown Point was infatuated with this dang deer, man. They had like multiple funeral services for it.
Well, I think one memorial.
Oh, still, like a freaking deer.
We have to bring someone on who knows.
Yes, the story of snow.
Can you not rehabilitate a broken leg of a deer? Maybe there's something.
Kevin
I mean,
has
you
a
can't
perfect.
with a horse,
Yeah.
so I can't see.
Kevin
why
has
you
a
would
perfect
with a
guest for
deer.
this.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got Dr. Raj out in Seattle. He was like, "Man, I saw the break. He's like, what's up with this deer? Because he like gets, he's from here, so he like kind of
He's
still
a
like
LOCPODder.
Yeah, or he follows Northwest Indiana Region News, right? I mean, he's still.
Or
kind
you
of
could
like,
say he listens to LOCPOD. I mean,
all
you have
right,
either
fine.
choice,
I
sir.
don't know if he does.
You're on
Raj. Are you-
LOCPOD right now.
so either listens to LOCPOD or gets updates from like the NWA Times or something. And he's like, "What's up with this deer?" And I said, "Did you see the X-ray?" He goes, "Yeah, it did. It just like looked like a regular break. I fix those every day."
Dude, what is
Right?
going on?
Is he a vet?
No, he's an orthopedic surgeon.
Oh, so
better?
Yeah, he can fix a human leg, not a stupid deer leg, right? He can fix a human break. He can fix a stupid deer
Yeah, well,
break.
we want to keep humans alive.
But like,
deer,
obviously, Crown Point loved this stupid deer, so why don't they keep it alive?
Well, yeah, I think the point, Lindsay, is that like, was the deer, savable? And
Right.
if so, why
come
didn't they
there's no
save
debate
it?
about
Why was
that?
it like?
deer's leg probably would have healed wrong, and then they'd be in pain.
What?
their
But who
so
whole
cares?
what?
Give the deer a freaking like a stool or
Give
like
him
a little
wheelchair.
wheel.
Yeah,
like
like, you've seen dogs on
three
that.
legs and a wheel.
It's a wild animal.
No, this deer is domesticated.
Have you-
They were feeding it grapes and shit like that.
Have you ever seen like in the paper where like someone like, I don't know, finds like a baby squirrel or a rabbit
Yeah,
or like
Marissa
a
did
hawk
that.
or
Bob
something,
Ross
and
did
they
My
all
brother
the time.
did that.
yeah, and they
Marissa
like
did
nurse
that.
it back and then
Well, we didn't nurse it
let it
back.
out to the
Yeah.
into the wild.
That's what you
They
do.
do that all the time.
This stupid deer could have made it another 5-6 years. Like, don't put me down if I break my leg, guys. Okay?
I'm gonna do it.
Like,
yeah,
for God's
that
sake.
break is really bad. We had to put Tom down.
And there's no debate.
He's gonna live his whole life in
Marissa's
pain.
like,
Let's
what?
Put him out of his
Like, you
misery.
killed my husband because of a break?
She might have been like, "Oh yeah, it was
Yeah,
bad."
she knows.
You're right. You
We
should
got
have
life
put-
insurance.
You should have put him down.
She's like, the life insurance is pretty solid. I'm still looking good, you know?
I am the medical proxy in the absence of.
Well, I mean, you've even got
This
the
is
mortarboard and sash to show at Lynn's
Yeah, exactly.
today.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah,
gotta-
by the way.
Look at this.
Congratulations. Lindsay's in her graduation attire,
Love it.
her
Does it-
regalia.
Does this mean you're officially a nurse, or you have
I
to
have
get
to
like?
take my boards.
Oh, you'll.
I'm a BSN, but I'm not an RN.
Oh, all right. So as the proxy, tell us.
If Dad breaks his leg, I'm putting him down.
It's a
I'm
serious
revoking
thing.
that charter.
It's terminal.
They taught her that in school.
But like, why didn't anybody just ask that question, Kev?
Nobody
like
asked the question.
On LOCPOD, we're the only ones that said, "Why is this special one of a million deer? Why did you kill it?
Loved by the community.
And you killed it because it hurt its leg." And nobody wants to ask
That's
the
what
question.
you do with animals.
But what I'm saying is, like, where is the sack in the region? Like, where one person doesn't say, "Why'd you kill it?"
Yeah.
Like everybody's just like,
are.
"Oh, it's really sad."
We're doing that.
I know we're the sack of the region.
We
obviously.
are. Oh, that's another.
Dad, it's called a scrotum.
Thank you, Lindsay.
You're welcome.
LOCPOD,
She
the
has been in
scrotum
nursing
of the
school.
region. You're listening to the scrotum of the region. LOCPOD, we are the Midwest most dangerous
All right.
podcast. Is that part of the
Sure.
intro?
I don't know if our sponsors probably love
Well,
that.
the scrotum of the region. Well, we got today's title. That's a good news.
Just like that, out of nowhere.
Pete
Yes.
in chat said, "Leave it to Crown Point to celebrate something white." He is
you
witty,
go.
isn't he?
He's so
Who
good.
said that?
Pete Valuta.
Yeah, he's
Valutic.
so,
I
he's
love
so
his
good.
comments.
Yeah.
He is
Thanks,
funny,
Pete.
man.
Thank you, Pete. That was a good
All right,
one.
so we need to get like a little plaque because the plaque will never fall down. Once Snow's head falls down and breaks, we'll still have the plaque. It
If it
says,
breaks-
I
"R.I.P.
feel
Snow."
like I might need stitches if that thing falls on me.
If it happens during show, you will.
What's
Hopefully
it made
happens.
of? Plaster or
I don't know. It's hopefully something light. Foam.
It was
maybe we'll see.
foam.
You'll be our experiment and see
Hey,
what happens.
We
Have we had blood in the studio before?
Why?
No.
I don't think
think
so.
Are you queasy at the
No
sight
blood.
of blood?
No, I'm
blood.
not. I'm not.
Okay,
No.
then we're fine.
I'm
I
just
don't think we
wondering.
have.
Okay, so
No
that'd be a
accidents.
first.
No accidents.
I'll do a concussion check afterwards.
Thanks, Lens. Man, you're all over it. You know, you put that
We
mortarboard
are
on
good.
and you can't stop talking.
We
know.
are good.
I'm just a
we are good.
genius,
This is like a
man.
medical advice show now. LOCPOD transitions into Ask
Limited
Lindsay.
stuff.
Well, we are trying to get Ask Dr. Forite. That's we're trying to get that into a bit still. So
Yeah, what's up with that? He's
we're
out of
working
town,
on
isn't
it.
he?
We're working on it.
He's
Tell them
traveling.
about our bit today that we're going to hear about later in the show.
Which bit?
Yeah, is this true? Because I made this the caption of the
Tom,
show.
which bit?
What are you
But
talking
I don't
about?
know if this is true or not. Apparently, you guys are going to be taste testing
Oh, that bit,
international, weird international
Sorry, I'm
foods.
like in the
They're
zone right
making
now.
me give up my snacks
What
for
zone?
entertainment.
I'm in the zone.
ADHD zone.
No,
Right.
I'm like in the show zone. Like,
Oh,
I wasn't thinking
that
about
was part of
third-
the show. We
that-
pre-showed
the third
yesterday.
segment.
Remember?
I know, it's so funny. It seems like a long time ago.
Tune in for this. They're going to taste test weird international food.
They're making
items.
me give up.
Yeah,
my
Lindsay
snacks.
is in charge of this. She's going to open up a box of weird. I don't know if they're weird. International,
they're
They're
weird.
all
international
from
snacks.
Turkey. This box is themed as snacks from Turkey.
Okay,
all
I
right.
love turkey.
Dude, I saw
That
one.
is
It's
not what we're eating.
pickle flavored cotton candy is one of them.
Oh.
get
Oh
ready.
my god, that
Yeah.
sounds gross.
Sounds like
I
something
know.
Tom's going to eat.
I
The
had some
whole
crazy
McDermott
cotton.
family is not a big pickle family. We don't do pickles.
I love pickles.
What?
Well,
I love
that's something
pickles.
new here. Look at this.
Yeah.
All my
The whole
siblings hate
McDermott family is
Yeah,
no
yeah.
big. And
It's
Tom's
like
like, "What's
big
wrong with
pronouncements.
pickles?"
Tom loves
He's
pickles.
like,
By the way-
bring on the pickle cotton candy. I'm
I
ready.
Love, like spicy pickles. Like,
We're gonna see
All
how you
my
like.
homies hate pickles.
Do you think you'll like the pickle cotton
that's
candy?
that's in the running for
Yeah, for
all
the
my
show,
homies
for
hate
sure.
pickles. All my homies hate pickles. That's a good show title.
Hey, thanks.
The
I'm a
stupid
genius.
So stay tuned for Tom eating pickle cotton candy and other such things from Turkey.
Should be fun. Third
All right.
segment. Hey, we got a mailbag.
John?
No way.
Mailbag.
It's from a nurse, Lindsay.
Oh,
hell yeah.
There's a theme today, isn't there?
This is a nice lady named Carol. She's concerned about me. And I like it when people are concerned about me. So let's go through this one. Mayor Tom, as you can see from the address label, I don't live in Hammond. I have friends and relatives that do. We all agree. Sorry, this is handwritten. We all agree you are a great mayor to the people of Hammond. But as a registered nurse, when I saw in the Times newspaper you condone and use marijuana, it breaks my heart.
Dang.
Just make informed decisions. And then she attached a link that says marijuana use linked to heart issues. And it's an article from her to me saying, make good choices, young man.
Basically says, like, if you use marijuana daily, weekly, monthly, whatever, and given those statistics, they did a study that said your risk of heart attack and stroke go way up.
That doesn't surprise me.
25%.
You're inhaling stuff and your lungs go with your heart.
But what if you're just doing, like, what are those called? Edibles.
I'm sure
THC.
I would be interested to see the difference.
I agree with
because
you.
it's the smoke that really causes
Agree,
issues.
Lindsay. I agree with Liz.
Not
Does the article
necessarily-
say
So
smoke?
if you were disciplined enough to just eat edibles and that was your high, you got THC that way, I think that is Out of all the intoxicants on the market,
That would
alcohol,
probably
everything,
be the safest,
I think
but
that's the
man,
safest.
you're gonna melt into your couch.
Well, if you do it too bad, like you can mess up doing that. Believe me. But
So you get this letter,
yeah,
and you were like,
sort of
did it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Was this before or after what we're about to talk about?
it was before.
Oh my god!
No.
So what? Give us
Here we go.
what happens.
So this is a weird story.
All right.
Okay. So this is during break. We didn't talk about it last show because it's a story. Okay. So like when I got this letter from
Carol,
I was like, oh, that's a convenient. So anyway, one of the weird things about me I've always had is I have like an extra heartbeat or something. Lindsay, what is that?
It's called he's got a
Murmur?
arrhythmia, a heart murmur.
Yeah.
And I just found this out.
Well, I mean, it's no
Dad's
big
had
deal.
it his entire life, and
Right.
his heart's just like galloping constantly. So no wonder why he's so high energy all the
Wow.
time.
It's not
Galloping.
galloping all the time. It was
It's
like 50 something, but like there's an extra beat in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
like-
what is that?
I
What's
was
the
watching his
diagnosis?
EKG, and it was like every once in a while there was a random beat every once in a
Right.
while, and I was like, "What is happening?"
Okay, so I don't want to give too much of the
Beatboxing.
story away. Okay,
Yeah.
so because I was on EKG, which is jumping ahead of things. Okay,
there you
so
go, Linz.
I have a doctor in
Galloping.
Chicago. Same doctor as Kevin. This doctor's really smart. He's like the whole body doctor, right? He like looks
Like
at
a
the whole
general
body
guy.
like as a sense as a system, and then sends you off to different people to see what's working and what's not.
Yeah,
He
really
wants
good
me to.
dude.
He knows I have a abnormal heartbeat,
Mm-hmm.
so he's like, "I want you to see a cardiologist." He said this to me like 3 years ago, and I blew him off for 2 years. And then finally, he's like, "McDermott, you're 55. You got to go see a heart doctor." And I'm like, "Okay." He goes like, "If you drop dead, I'm gonna feel like crap." And I'm like, "I would feel like crap
Jesus
too."
Christ.
So like, I went to a heart doctor. And I've done this before. My heart's in good shape, and they all freak out a little bit when they see it because it's an extra heartbeat and it throws them for a loop. But this isn't like, from what I've been told, it's nothing to worry about. It's just like abnormal, like not normal. Okay, so I'm doing a stress test in community hospital in Munster. All right, and I think I'm in really good shape. I don't want to brag, but like I could run, I could ride, I bike, I could swim. I'm in pretty good shape right now. So I'm not worried about a stupid stress test. In fact, the stress test is basically what my winter workout was, which is an elevated fast
On the
walk.
treadmill.
On a treadmill, elevated fast walk. I did that
And you're
all
hooked up.
winter.
You're hooked up. If
Hooked
you're
up to multiple
most people have
EKGs.
had, most people have had a stress test. If you haven't, basically they put you on a treadmill. They have a lot of leads on your chest, on your to monitor your heart, and they say, okay, go. And then they try to push you so that your heart rate gets to a certain level,
Right.
and then bring you back down.
Because they're like, we need to get your heart rate to 140. And I was like, you're not going to do that with a treadmill.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, I work out all the time. My heart rate never gets to 140. Like, there's nothing you could do to me on that treadmill unless you're sprinting me. And they're like, well, we're not going to sprint you. So I'm like, good luck. So we're doing it. I'm going like fast, like way faster than my normal walk at like 10% incline. And I'm like 123
Okay.
heart rate. And I'm doing it. And they're like, fine. They shut the test down. And I'm just like, are we good? They're like, yep, go ahead and get dressed. And I'm like lightly sweating a little bit, right? I just got done working out. My heart rate was like 122 the whole time, which is normal. That's my normal like range, right? So I get on and everybody comes in and I'm getting dressed and I'm like freaking killed it. I was like proud of myself, like killed it. Like there's no way.
Is there a way to really kill a stress test?
They wanted me to get to 140
It's like,
and they
Aren't you
couldn't
just
get
like-
I got
there.
stressed
Aren't you just like-
so
Okay,
well.
so
I mean, what do you
anyway,
like get a
that's how-
fucking medal or something? You're like,
that's how-
I killed the stress.
I did kill it, man.
I mean, how do you?
It was
there's
the
no
best.
grade.
It was the best stress
There's
test.
no like
It was the
grade
best
on a
test.
stress
Thank you.
test.
Thank
I mean,
you.
like
Thank
My
you,
you
stress
Trump.
level was so high.
just pass or you. I mean, you just.
Okay, so they wanted to get me to 140. and I
Man, you
couldn't.
should have seen this stress test, man.
I was stressed. So anyway, so I'm getting dressed.
Yes.
And then like the doctors are like looking at the EKGs and they're all like, hey, come over here, look at this. And they're all like looking at it, like look around, hey, look at this. The nurses are like looking at it, everybody's looking at it, I'm getting dressed, right? And then doctor comes over to me, he's like, how you feeling? I'm like, feel great. He goes, what do you mean? I'm like, feel great. I killed it. like you couldn't get my heart rate up. I'm freaking in good shape.
I win.
I'm
A
feeling
plus.
good about whatever. I approach my life this way. Okay, I can't help it, right? So he's like, you tighten the chest? And I'm like, nope. And he goes, do you have any like pain in your chest? I'm like, nope. He's like, seriously? Are you like short of breath at all? I'm like, no, I'm perfect. I feel completely normal. He's like, I need you to sit down. I'm like, okay. He goes, he's like showing me the EKG. He's like, your EKG is consistent with a total blockage in your heart. And I'm like, huh? And he's like, yeah, the way your heart beats, it's showing us you have a total blockage. You're about to have a heart attack. And I'm like, what are you
Who was
talking
with
about?
you?
I was by myself, dude.
Oh.
It's like, I'm going for a stress
Carol's
test.
letter, Carol's mailbag.
Dude.
So I'm like completely alone. Marissa's in Indianapolis at a conference. All the kids are in, none of my kids are in school anymore. Pat's in school. Lindsay's doing her thing. Everybody's doing their normal thing. I'm just by myself, just not knocking off a stress test so I can go back to work, right?
Chilling.
And they're like, you're going to the ER right now. Sit down. And they like start taking my shirt off, and everybody starts poking me with needles.
So now there's like not just the doctor. There's
I have
other
like
people.
4 ports in my arms, 2 and
Whoa.
2, like, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And then I'm like trying to keep my shit together, like what? Like
Yeah.
how the fuck
This
is
is
it?
impossible.
But like I'm like totally feeling fine, right? And they're pushing me out, and like everybody, like because I'm in Munster, okay,
Right.
and people know.
No,
I'm
it's
there.
you. Right.
And then when they wheel me out on a freaking stretcher, everybody knew it was
Right.
me.
Oh,
so like,
boy.
there's like 20 people in here just like watching the mayor get wheeled out, and I'm just like trying to keep my shit together.
Let me
you
ask
know?
you a question. Did they know at that time that you had this blip? Like, did you tell them about that, or did they know? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, they did. So
had-
this is
that's
even
why I
with
was
the
there.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was there.
Right.
I was referred because my
this
doctor
murmur
in
or whatever.
Chicago wanted me to like just make sure I wasn't going to drop dead.
Right.
And they're telling me you're going to drop dead. And these are like heart doctors, right?
Right.
And I'm like, I'm feeling totally normal. I'm just like, what the
going
hell
on?
is going
Right.
on?
Yeah.
So I'm getting wheeled off, and they wheeled me into the ER. And I'm like, I need to start calling people. Like, nobody even knows. I'm going in for heart
You're
surgery.
by yourself too.
They're like, we're going to have to probably put a stent in you. You got a
boy.
total blockage.
come on.
You could drop dead right now. So I'm just like
That's
trying to be
stressful.
totally calm. I'm like, holy, and I feel totally normal. Okay. And then they're like, you're going in. We're going to take a look with a catheter or something. Is that what
They
it is,
do the
Lynn?
cath lab, so they basically just snake up a little camera
Up your arm.
up your radial artery into your heart.
So like, this is what we're going to do. And if there's a blockage, we're probably going to have to do a stent because we're not going to go in twice. Like, you're going to just be knocked out. When you wake up, we'll tell you what we had to do.
So when does like an angioplasty happen? Is that
That's what they were talking about.
okay? Is that the
That's
balloon,
stent.
Lindsay?
That's the stent, right,
Yeah.
Linz? Isn't that the
Basically,
stent?
Yeah. Stent with
Stent,
an E.
sorry. Okay.
But a stent, yeah, they just like go in and they can use a balloon to open up an air, like a blood vessel, and then they'll put in, it's like a metal mesh like tube to keep it open,
Right,
and prevent any further.
Okay,
blockage.
so like balloon to blow it out,
Right.
Yeah.
and then to blow blockage out, and then put the stent in to kind of leave it
To
open.
leave it open.
Okay, got it.
And I'm thinking about this stupid letter I got like 2 days before
Right.
I went there. I'm like, Jesus.
Carol, you're a prophet.
Carol freaking totally like
crazy.
jinxed me, right? So I finally I called, like, I know I got a hold of Lynn's. I was just like reaching out. I probably reached out to you too, Kev. I'm sure.
Yeah, you were out of. Well, Alex called. Alex.
I
and-
got
yeah.
Alex
And-
because I'm
yeah.
like,
But
I
we
need
were
to tell
keeping
people.
it real quiet.
I'm like getting wheeled into ER, going in for heart surgery.
I did not
That
get
did
an I
not-
love you text.
No.
By the
Didn't?
way.
Dude, John,
No,
I
you
was
did
like,
He's out of it.
Well,
I was
first off, Dad did not call me.
okay.
Dad called Marissa.
Yep.
Well,
And
I mean, that's
because
my wife. Yeah.
and she took care of everything.
Yep.
She started driving back home because she was nervous. But on my side, I woke up in the morning because I'm working evenings, so my sleeping schedule's a little off. It's like 9:30 in the morning, and Marissa calls me and she's like, "Dad just called me. He's at community hospital. He went in for a stress test, and now he's getting a procedure." And a procedure is a very vague word, so it could be anything from like just a regular old like we're looking around to like open heart surgery. So I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And Dad just recently agreed to let me be his medical proxy. And
You're like,
Marissa's
holy crap.
This is
absence.
coming quick.
Lindsay's like, damn,
Jump
man.
into action. I
She's
didn't know.
like, cut him off.
I didn't know this was. Put him down.
I don't know what's going
Pull the
on,
plug.
but just
Pull the plug.
You're like, I didn't know
Plug.
this was going to be so busy as your medical proxy.
Right.
Like,
I know,
jump into
seriously.
action.
Man, this is a
I'm
busy
I'm
job I gave you.
graduating, and Dad added me onto his like his
Okay,
directives. So
So anyway,
I showed up. It
I'm
was
in
fun.
the ER. And they put fentanyl in me, and I don't know what it is with fentanyl. I mean, it just knocks. Like, I know it's supposed to knock you
It's
out,
that
but
good stuff.
I don't remember anything for the rest of the day. Basically, it's all like hazy. Even the
When you
stuff
called
when I
me
came
finally,
out.
you were way out of it.
So like,
I had the same conversation with Dad 3 times.
yeah. So like,
Because he like goes in and out of it and forgets like the last 20 minutes.
the surgeon that was going into my heart was talking to me right before I went down. He was a cyclist. He knew who I was. And we were talking about biking. It was so funny because they already given me the fentanyl. And we were talking about bike trails and places we go in the region. He knew me, and he was like, hey, man, are you going to go to sleep? And I'm like, oh, okay. And I just like went to sleep. I remember that
Whoa.
because he's like, you keep talking to me. You're supposed to be sleeping. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that. And I literally just like went straight into like a deep sleep, like coma.
I did that when I got my sinus surgery.
Yep.
Is that they told me to count back from 10, and I was like, I really hope this works, guys, because my friends told me this would be the best night of my life, or best nap of my life.
Kevin on chat said, sounds like a perfect time to smoke a joint.
Yeah, I wish I had one. And I wish I was in Illinois. I was in So anyway, I go under. Okay, and I wake up, and I'm completely high. I forgot who's there. I think Lindsay's there, Marissa's there. Aaron was not in. Aaron was there. He was in the emergency room. Like
Aaron
by
and
this
Brett
time,
showed up at the same time I did, and
my
I
whole
told them to
family's
leave.
my whole family's basically in the emergency room, waiting downstairs. Lindsay was in the room with me. I know that. Marissa was in the room with me.
And I ate his lunch.
And then like I remember waking up, and a doctor was talking to me, and like I just couldn't understand what he was trying to tell me. I forgot like the whole thing because there's fentanyl. I don't know if it has this effect on everybody. Makes me completely dumb. Like I don't even know. Like I woke up from surgery, and the guy's talking to me about my surgery, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Like that could have been the anesthesia, right?
I don't know, but like I was just like I couldn't understand what he was saying to me. But what he was saying to me was everything looks great. We went in, everything's completely
All the
wide
pipes are
open.
clean.
So what do they chalk it up to? Like, was it like a false positive?
Well, no, I have an abnormal heartbeat. First
Okay.
off, I think this is what I think. Okay, I have my follow up with my doctor this week. Okay, I think they knew I was the mayor. They knew I was the mayor, and I think that when you have a patient that's like, I don't want to say I'm a higher priority or not a high priority, known. How about that?
Sure.
That if something happens to me at community hospital and I drop dead, I think the doctors are like, I'm gonna look like shit if I tell this guy he's totally
So like
fine.
maybe they were like overly
Yes,
cautious.
yes.
I got
Being
you.
overly caught. But
Yeah.
also, Dad's murmur is pretty consistent, and he's had it his whole life. And on the EKG, it does look concerning.
Yeah, maybe
But
I
he's
guess
fine.
maybe the upside is that being overcautious is better than being undercautious.
Yeah, but
Like, oh, Mayor said he's fine. He's in good shape.
No,
we don't have to
yeah,
worry about
for
this.
sure.
And then send him home, and he drops
Right,
dead,
right,
that's exactly
you
it.
know?
That's exactly
Yeah.
it. That's so like I had to see the plumbing guy. This is how they described it in the cardio lab. They were like the plumbing guy had to look at my heart, and plumbing guy's like, "You're fine,
Yeah.
like totally fine. Everything's
Sure.
working perfect." Right?
That's good.
The
You want
electrical
plumbing
guy
to say that.
The electrical guy is the guy that was talking to me after, and he was like, I'm totally fine. Everything's totally, because that's what they're like, okay, well, if something misfiring, going back to Lindsay's thing, is there just to make sure that I don't get into arrhythmia where it just beating like crazy?
Yeah, God forbid you like end
Right.
up in some sort of fibrillation.
Right.
And
That's heart attack, right?
no, heart attack is mostly clots.
Okay.
But
So anyway.
arrhythmias can
AFib.
kill you. Like AFib is, people live long lives with AFib, but then like VTAC or VFib, well, that's like the major part of your heart is like shaking and quivering. You could die from that. I actually, at my last clinical, I saw a code for somebody in VTAC.
So at the end of the day, it sounds like the good thing is everything's cool.
Yep.
Also, good thing is they got a real good look at your heart.
Real good look at my heart.
And 3, better to be overcautious than undercautious, even though it scared the shit out of you.
It scared the shit out of me. The whole thing did.
And if you guys think hearts are cool, just put your ear up on Dad's chest and be like, "Wow, this is weird."
Well, I'll tell you, we all have
Kevin
a good
had
friend.
his head on my heart. the other day,
Yeah, I
and
was
he
like,
thought- he didn't notice the difference though.
we all have a good friend, Chris Jones, and he had a heart attack. And I remember the one thing about Chris that he always says, and he posts it annually on his Facebook page. He said, if it wasn't for a little voice inside me telling me to go to the emergency room, even though everybody else was saying, just take a break, go rest it off, he said I would have died because he had like a widowmaker. He was going to have, I mean, that's what he was going to have. And like they saved him. And he just says, like, just be aware of the symptoms, keep conscious of that. So even you just had a scare and everything was great, you can have these symptoms and you want to be careful and look out for them and, just be aware of those things, especially as we get older.
Dude, that whole thing scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
It did, yeah. So
Carol's letter through your hospital stay.
Yeah, right. And then like I had a trip to the Sphere planned with Marissa.
I was thinking about that when I got the call that you were in the hospital. I was like, oh man,
I
he's
don't
going to
wanna
be so
miss
pissed. He's
Phish.
going to miss Phish.
It was like just the weekend. We had this weekend planned for
Right.
months.
Fun. A
And
fun
it was like
weekend.
literally the next weekend. And I'm like in the hospital like, oh my God, this is going to ruin my whole plans. But the good thing is we got our trip off.
Let's see some of that. This is unbelievable because we've been talking about this, and we're
Yeah.
going to the Dead next month.
So like the Sphere is, if it's located right by Venetian, sort of by the Wynn and Venetian in that area.
I thought it was. I thought it was like.
I think it's technically connected to.
Venetian.
I think so.
Okay,
Yeah, I think so. I think it's
So it's
technically part of the Venetian.
not towards MGM.
No.
Okay.
No, it's towards the Venetian and it's towards the Wynn.
But
right
like
there.
off the strip, like
Yeah, behind
to the east.
behind
or,
them.
Yeah, behind the strip. Okay.
Behind them. Okay, behind the strip.
Like where the
right.
monorail runs.
Right,
Okay.
exactly. Right
Yep.
over by the convention center and
Okay,
all that. So it's walkable. Marissa and I walked there. We did dinner at a steakhouse, and we walked over there and just.
What's this a picture of?
That's outside of it. That's us walking into the Sphere. The Sphere is like.
So wait, the Sphere has stuff going on outside?
Yeah, the whole skin, the outer skin.
Oh, we
is
saw
like,
the Steely that one time.
They have all kinds of designs. They're constantly changing. They'll have like, sometimes it'll be the earth. Sometimes it'll be like a trippy, like boiling looking thing. Sometimes it's like a happy face. They change it constantly. So it was a lot of Phish themes the day we were coming in. That's inside the Sphere. That with the Phish logo.
What's the metal? What's the metal behind you?
It's just some like cool thing to hang up, like a decoration in there.
No, okay, yeah, it looks like the metal bars or something.
No, they're
That's
hanging
an escalator.
I'm on an escalator.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay,
yeah, we're going up to Marissa and I were in the 300s, and I think that's the perfect place to sit in the Sphere. I think 300s is you don't need to be on the floor. In fact, I think it's probably better not to be on the floor, to be honest with you, because
we're gonna find out.
When you're up in the air like that, you see the whole show.
Whoa, look at that photo.
That photo, I'm in the 300s there. So you see the pit down at the bottom, and that's just some trippy shit that was just,
is that
it's
the
constantly
stage?
changing. Yeah, that's
that
the
little
stage.
thing at the bottom is the stage.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's me shooting down at the stage. So you see the difference between the pit and the 100 section, right?
Now, so wait, is that like, so, okay, for those that are just listening, you can see the stage way down below, and there's this like trippy little like eye thing going on above it. Is that on the screen?
That's on the
all the walls are
dude,
the
that
screen.
goes, it goes above and behind your head, Kevin. Like everything you see in your peripheral is all like screen.
Well, let's see this video, John. There's a couple of really good videos.
So this
here.
so this is how it starts, right, John? The first one, it's like
this is number one.
No, that's when you walk in. That's what it looks like.
It makes it look like you're outside.
Yeah, they do that on purpose. It looks like you're in an outdoor stadium. So it's like a sunset.
Look at all the people. There's the stage. Oh my!
It's 20,000 people in there, and I'm in the 300 section. That's my wife, Marissa.
I'm Marissa.
That's me going up over my head just to show you like the screen. That's back in the 400s.
They make it look like it's the sky.
Yeah, they do it on purpose.
That is so cool. It makes you look like you're in an outdoor stadium.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And this is how the show started. Okay. It's only like a 15-second clip, John. But this is when Phish first walks out, and it's completely dark in there. For those of you that are listening, it's pitch black except for you can see the small little stage at the bottom. And then when they start the light show, basically, this is the beginning here. If you're watching.
Whoa. And
It's like a
you're going
waterfall.
all the way up.
It's like you're underneath a waterfall of lava, basically.
And can you see this is all around you?
Yeah, everywhere.
That's awesome.
If you look up above your head, it's sort of like a cliff they're trying to insinuate, and there's like a lava flow coming, and you're behind the lava. Sort of like
That is really cool.
Dude, they do all kinds of cool stuff. Like there's another one. This is the one. Okay, now let me set the stage for this one. It's the band Phish, and this theme this night was all water stuff, okay? So like this is the band, and they recreated underwater shot. So like you're at the bottom of like a, I don't know, maybe 100
It's like
feet
bottom
deep.
of the sea.
Bottom of the sea. And when you look up to the top of the roof, there's like a sun coming through the water, and everywhere you look is fish. And they're swimming all over the place. And these fish are like 3 feet long, and they swim right by your seat and stuff like that, right? And then like you start to see these little human beings like snorkeling down, and they all start swimming down towards us, and then the humans start swimming together, and they're like schooling
a school
like
of
fish.
Humans?
It was so trippy, man. It was just like this was like 10 minutes like this, and it were just and Phish is down there playing the whole time.
The thing that's amazing to me is how realistic this. I mean, just it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, see it, John. Good song.
So you can see they're going to the top, and that's the surface of the ocean.
So is that the top of the sphere right there?
Yeah, that's the top. And see all the fish swimming.
So they filmed this with perspective in mind.
Yeah.
So they like.
Yeah. Look at see the humans swimming over there, and there's fish everywhere, and it's just like the bottom of the ocean. I thought this was the coolest part of the whole
I mean,
show.
what an experience,
Dude. And every show is different, by the way. See how they're like herky jerky, the humans are? They all start swimming together. It's funny as hell. Okay, so
it's amazing. I mean, it's just amazing to me, like where the stage is in perspective to where you are. It's so far down, yet this looks so close.
Dude, that's why, honestly, the 300s, you could be anywhere in the 300s, and it doesn't matter if you're off to the side. The 300s is where you want to be at the Sphere. Like, I'm doing a community service right now, because I told Kevin, like, if we're going to go to another Dead show, we have one more night we want to get tickets to maybe. And if we do, I want to sit in the 300s. Like, because I have floor seats.
I want to see the difference.
I'm telling you right now, the 300s is where you want to be. Because
Because
what
your
when you're
vision is unencumbered.
yeah, Linz. Because when you're in the Sphere, like if you're at a normal concert, I want to be in the pit so you can see the band, right? If you're at the Sphere, the band is not the show. The show is the roof and the screen. And you can't see that from the floor. You can see it from the 300s perfectly. You see the band, but you could also see everything else. So get the 300 seats, even 400 seats. Don't get 100 because they're going to stick you underneath the
overhang,
the 200 section. So, but it was an amazing experience. I loved it. I want to go back.
Very cool.
I'm super excited.
Thanks for sharing the videos.
The Grateful Dead are going to be playing there because it's the coolest music venue in the history of mankind.
And we've covered it a bunch on LOCPOD, so it's
telling
really
you.
My
exciting.
two bucket list venues.
Lens?
To be
We'll let
It's
you know
completely
how it goes.
worth
Sphere
it.
and Red Rocks
The
in
Sphere.
Colorado.
I've never been to Red Rocks. That's a great one. I want to go there.
I've been
I'd
there.
love to
But
go
this,
there.
I think this is like, there's no better place in the world you could watch a band.
I want to see Radiohead there, man. I can
hope they
imagine
do.
Their graphics are
That'd
gonna
be great.
Insane.
Because we were talking about this, Linz and I were. It's got to be the type of band where their fans are so devoted they would fly across the country to go see him in a Las Vegas venue.
Yeah,
That's
because I
how
said
you have to be
Tool
huge.
would be cool there, but Dad made a good point that
Yeah.
like,
I wonder the
you know,
national.
are people gonna shell out hundreds of dollars to fly to?
Right, think about it. It was U2 that played there.
Yeah, it's got
Phish only did 4 days,
Mm-hmm.
but the Dead are doing like 50 shows. So
Yeah, Foo Fighters, Lumineers. I wonder who's big enough. Okay,
it would have to
let's
be
do
huge.
some ads.
Radiohead,
Let's do some ads and come back. We're going to have a Mayor Tiff update,
Yeah,
and believe it or not, and
we have a crazy story out of California we're going to do too.
Yes,
This-
we're going to talk about.
I haven't heard nobody talking about this other than LOCPOD. This story out of Bakersfield, California, where a young lady went to a council meeting and walked out charged with 20 felonies.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
Yeah.
what a great council meeting that was.
That was a bad council meeting for
I
You
would
her.
thought you
like
had
to
bad
watch
counsel
that.
meeting.
She walked
To
out
be a
with.
fly on the wall for that.
Yeah, well, you don't even need to be a fly, babe. We got it on tape. So.
All right, we're going to be right back with those stories after our ads.
Powering Indiana Lake County. Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's most trusted electricians. Thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or does your business have plans to break ground on a new project? Don't leave important projects in the wrong hands. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today to ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals who deliver on time and on budget. Find your electrical contractor at poweringindiana.org.
For decades, the Ron J. Prestimer Insurance Agency has been your trusted neighbor right on Indianapolis Boulevard, serving all your insurance needs. They specialize in a wide range of insurance products and services, including auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Prestimer Agency serves thousands of people and businesses throughout Chicagoland and the Midwest. Call Ron or Ronnie today at 219-844-0103. That is 219-844-0103. They're here to protect what matters most to you.
Tortillas Nuevo Leon sets the gold standard in Mexican cuisine across the Midwest. Look for their iconic red and white label at your local grocery store and enjoy quality Mexican products made with local expertise.
Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia de todo corazón. Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia, de todo corazón.
Lindsay, you should have thrown your hat on that.
Oh, yes.
I can't toss this until I officially graduate.
Okay.
All right. No
Treat it with
tossing yet.
respect.
Ku Klux Law. Are you facing legal challenges and don't know where to turn? Who are you going to call? Ku Klux. That's who. Look no further than Ku Klux Law, your trusted source for legal advice in Indiana and in Illinois. Do you need help buying or selling real estate? Call Ku Klux Law. Forming a new business? Call Ku Klux Law. Injured in a car crash or at work? Call Ku Klux Law. No matter what your legal issue, call 219-671-6347 to schedule your free consultation. Who are you going to call? Ku Klux Law. That's who. Hablamos Español.
Byway Brewing is a family-friendly microbrewery with a spacious tap room and outdoor patio serving its award-winning craft beer, a chef-driven food menu, and craft cocktails on draft. Their brewing equipment and production facility offer a unique backdrop for events like bridal showers, reunions, or corporate parties. With their new food truck, they can cater to your corporate and private events off-site, just off 8094 at the Kennedy Avenue South exit. Discover more at bywaybrewing.beer.
We got a new sponsor, guys.
Woo! We should have like a bell or something. Ding, ding, ding.
John, is there anything?
I'm looking right now. Maybe breaking? No, that wouldn't
Anything?
all right.
Anything?
Banjo.
Yeah, the banjo for the new sponsor. Yeah. Yeah, we got a
Welcome, new sponsors. Woo!
This is the branding room floor. Thank you very much. We know the CEO of this business. She's an excellent young lady, and we appreciate her. The branding room floor. Don't let your business get lost in the shuffle of generic branding and aimless marketing. The branding room floor is Northwest Indiana's best full-service marketing agency, providing data-driven results to help your business grow. From website development and digital advertising to graphic design and branding, the branding room floor will set your business or organization on a clear path to strategic success. Don't wait another day to get started. Visit thebrandingroomfloor.com, thebrandingroomfloor.com today.
Yeah, and just to give you an idea on the stuff the Branding Room Floor does, Branding Room Floor designed this Power in Indiana Lake County sign that we have in our
awesome.
The actual graphic, and then Rick at Misprint built it. So this is like something they
All
do
of our
like
sponsors
this branding. Yeah, really
helping
cool.
Collaboration.
Very neat. So,
Did any of our sponsors do snow?
No.
I think
They've
somebody
rejected
just
snow.
bought it.
Damn. All right. Hey, we teased this in our season premiere. Last season, season 11, we were doing
we
a
teased
lot
it
of,
as in our season finale.
Yeah, that Mayor Tiffany would probably, by the time we got back on season 12,
Oh my God.
we predicted that there may be some serious repercussions for Mayor Tiffany.
You guys called it.
We did. Like Babe Ruth called a home run against the Cubs.
Called shot, right? Yeah. So we did hear, and there was reported probably, I don't know, maybe a week ago or so, that the FBI confirmed it was conducting a court-authorized action at Dolton Village Hall. In a statement, the FBI spokesperson said agents were conducting court-authorized law enforcement activity in the area, but declined further comment, as they always do in these ongoing investigations.
Court-authorized law enforcement activity. What does that mean,
In
Kevin?
the area.
Usually it means
So
they're
court
raiding
authorized it.
somewhere.
That means that they got a subpoena.
Court authorized meaning
from
subpoena,
a judge.
good call, right?
Court authorized. That means they're
The
serving
court said they
subpoenas.
could do it.
That was approved by probably a federal judge.
Well, I mean, remember,
Well, definitely a federal judge if it's FBI.
Well, remember, grand juries get to issue their own subpoena, so it'd be actually issued by the grand jury.
My bad.
And or the U.S. attorney, and so they actually showed on Fox News the subpoenas. They had gotten access to them somehow, and it was a list of like 29 people that were, according to some people on the news, that were loyal to the mayor and looking for their personnel files, as well as this guy, Mr. Freeman, and all of his businesses. So that was interesting. Here's a clip. This is a trustee talking.
Wonderful news. We've been waiting on this for some time, and now finally, someone has heard us.
Jubilation in South Suburban Dolton after federal agents serve a pair of subpoenas on Village Hall. Part of what appears to be a blossoming corruption investigation into Dolton's mayor, Tiffany Henyard.
Today, Fox 32 obtained copies of those two subpoenas, which offer something of a roadmap to that federal investigation. Our Dane Placco has more.
Would you like to look at them?
Absolutely.
We showed Dolton trustee Tammy Brown the subpoenas that were delivered by 4 FBI agents at Dolton Village Hall Friday afternoon. Directed to the Village of Dolton's custodian of records, they're headlined "Subpoena to Testify Before a Grand Jury." And that's significant because it's our first official confirmation that a federal grand jury has been impaneled to investigate allegations of rampant corruption in Dolton. In fact, the subpoena discloses they began meeting in November of last year.
Oh my God. Someone has heard our cry. Finally, someone has heard the residents of Dolton, and they're actually going to do something about it now.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something at the very end, John, that talks about Tiffany, Mayor Tiff's reaction. Maybe
Oh,
you can go
yeah,
like,
do
yeah,
that.
just like
That is unbelievable.
right, maybe there. Yeah, this is about the second subpoena, but about Freeman. But play it to the end.
$1,000. Trustees who've been battling Henyard say after seeing Freeman all over the federal subpoenas, it's time for him to go.
Termination, not suspension, pending investigation. The investigation is ongoing. Termination.
Yeah,
Mayor Henyard so far came on social media over the weekend when she posted, quote, "To all you clowns that's a part of the circus, stop chasing fake news." In Dolton.
She called the FBI clowns.
If she didn't mean to call the FBI clowns, it
She
sure does
called
come
it-
off like she did.
The FBI served subpoenas.
John, can you play that again? That last.
She called the
Let's hear that
FBI
again.
clowns.
That's not a good.
I would kick her ass if I was her lawyer, right,
oh
Kevin?
My, I mean, you're just.
Are you stupid? You called the FBI clowns?
Let's hear it again.
If she didn't mean to, she sure did make it
I
sound
would
like
clarify it if I didn't mean to.
Right.
I'd be like, I did not mean to call the FBI clowns.
Oh, my God.
Immediately.
The only response to the subpoenas from Mayor Henyard so far came on social media over the weekend when she posted, quote, "To all you clowns that's a part of the circus, stop chasing fake news."
Oh,
in Dolton.
my.
Who is she talking about?
I feel like
Could be
she's
the
just
people-
talking about the haters.
Yeah, could be.
But
Could
like,
be.
if you're an FBI agent that just got done serving subpoenas, doesn't that sound like it could be addressed to you?
Could be.
Yikes.
To all you clowns chasing fake news?
I cringed when I heard that.
As a lawyer, you're like, what are
I'm
you
like,
doing?
What in the world?
They have unlimited resources. The federal government, unlimited resources, Mayor Tiffany. They could spend $5 million on your prosecution if they wanted to.
Well, not only
and
that-
you can't match that.
Yeah, I was just going to say, not only that, I mean, these guys are out there doing their jobs, and they're investigating you, and the last thing you really need to do is just be like, oh, yeah?
You clowns.
Oh, yeah?
You clowns chasing fake news.
I don't think that's the appropriate way, because I don't, that's just not, you don't want to piss off people that have the ability to put you in federal prison.
I remember, and I'm not going to name names. There's no reason to, okay? But we went through a period of time in the region where there was some public corruption charges, right? And there was one in particular I remember where this person was like in the newspaper, like, I am innocent. And they were like,
come get me or something.
Come get me. I'm innocent. I got nothing to hide.
Yeah.
And it was like, it motivated the prosecution to go after him, I thought. I thought it was like taunting them, like, hey, you can't touch me. And they touched that person, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, why would you taunt a federal prosecutor? Federal prosecutor has unlimited funds, Mayor Tiffany. I said this before, I'll say it again. You don't have $5 million to defend yourself. They have millions.
Look at how you've been in the news. I mean, it's almost like it's just almost like blind to what's happening. Like, I'm just gonna, I'm right, and no one's gonna prove me wrong. I don't care who you are. And unfortunately, I think that sometimes you get your, blank in a ringer, and that's what's happening.
There's people that are ignorant to the facts in America, and it's like, I think Trump plays up to ignorance, and Trump has nothing to do with this, but what I'm saying is Trump has sort of shown us that there's a percentage of people, there's a large segment of the population that doesn't know what the hell's going on in the world. So like, you could play up to their ignorance and look like a victim. Donald Trump does it professionally. I think Mayor Tiffany realizes there's a large percentage of Dolton residents that have no idea all the allegations against her, and it seems like she's trying to talk to those people instead of facing reality that her stack of cards is crumbling.
Well, I mean, it's crumbling all around her. I mean, even the trustees, which is if you're in Indiana, it's like the city council, but in Illinois, for villages, they call it the board of trustees. They hired former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot to do an investigation, which I thought was
came out of left field, right?
Totally out of left field.
Yeah.
Then like she shows up at the trustee meeting. Here's a clip.
Mm-hmm.
The former federal prosecutor turned mayor will now be a paid investigator, digging into the details of Dolton's multi-million-dollar deficit and alleged misdeeds of Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
I will follow the facts where they lead without bias and reserve comments from this night forward until the work is complete.
Lightfoot.
There you go. Lori Lightfoot, former mayor of Chicago, former federal prosecutor, now helping the village trustees to find out what's going on.
It is sort of a circus, though. I mean, in that regard, it seems like Mayor Tiffany was accurate. It's a freaking total circus right now.
You don't mean the federal investigation.
No,
you mean
I mean the whole
trustees
situation.
Yeah.
Like, you got Lori Lightfoot, former mayor of Chicago, coming in. You got like city council members getting accused of raping people on Vegas trips. You got like all kinds of crazy shit going on.
For a village, it's like 20,000
Small
people.
little town, right?
It's like, what?
Federal investigation going on.
In the area. Could have been anywhere around that area, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
In the area.
In the area.
So anyway, looks like we're gonna have
what's going on.
We're gonna have stuff to talk about in season 12.
Thank you,
right
Mayor
over there
Tiff.
in Dalton. So
all right, so bring in this story about from Bakersfield
This is
before we get
crazy.
into our snacks. Well, we got to take a break, then do snacks.
But like this story out of Bakersfield, we're not going to spend too long on it. It's pretty self-explanatory. We have every council meeting in America, I imagine, has a period of public comment, right? And any mayor and any city council has to deal with craziness during public comment. Sometimes people, like I have people in public comment that make a mission out of going after a project that I have or coming after me personally, and it's just part of the game. You got to deal with it.
Yeah, like you've been called a fascist at public comment. You've been called like all these things, right? And like
you just get used to it.
Well, yeah,
it's First Amendment.
It's part of the American kind of like system, right? Where the public has a chance to comment. You don't have to give public comment, but most, like you said, most of America allows the public to comment.
You don't have to give public comment? A government body doesn't?
Well, I mean, most of them do, right? But
I think all of them do.
Yeah.
I've never seen a public meeting without public comment.
Sometimes I hear like the times they try to get rid of it.
I know at school boards they make it hard.
Yeah.
But okay, so anyway, so just like any other council meeting, there's this young lady that comes to council meetings. In fact, she indicates in here that
5 years.
She's been coming to council meetings for 5 years. So she's a frequent speaker at council meetings. So she comes in, and this one was a little bit different. Okay, so let's play the first one, John.
Okay.
It's very clear to me as someone who's been an organizer for the past couple of years that none of you care because you guys don't care about anything happening in Palestine or any other country where oppression occurs because you don't care about the oppression occurring here. And I understand that you guys are all horrible people, but the thing is, 2,300 people being evicted in the last year, those are votes. And you guys, those are votes to win here in Bakersfield. And while you guys parade Gandhi around as a Hindu holiday called Chaitra Navratri starts off this week, I remind you that these holidays that we practice, that other people in the global south practice, believe in violent revolution against their oppressors. And I hope one day somebody brings the guillotine and kills all of you. Increased criminal.
Okay.
So the thing
Kills
that got beeped
all
out
you
was MFs.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's what she said. And that one got beeped out. But so like she ends it and everybody was like, what the hell?
Right.
Like,
I hope the
and they weren't
guillotine
pissed,
comes
she
to
said-
town and kills all you MFs.
Right. And everybody's like, what do you do with that?
That escalated so fast.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's
Right?
anything felonious
I thought
there.
she was making kind of like a good point. She was like, you parade Gandhi. These are votes that you could be getting, and now I hope you die. Like
She invokes Gandhi in the next scene.
What do you think, John?
That escalated real.
Oh, it's wild, but I think she stopped short of a threat, right?
Okay.
She
All
didn't
right.
say she was going to do it. She just
She said, I hope the guillotine comes to town.
Okay.
Right.
But
Let's turn the
this
corner.
next one.
Let's turn the corner.
Okay.
This is another speech
She's
she
wearing the
gives.
same shirt. Is this the same day?
I wonder the same thing, Lindsay.
Yeah.
No, it's a different meeting.
Okay.
Well, maybe it's the same day, like different topic kind of thing. I don't know.
Oh, could be.
Yeah, she's wearing the same stuff
Good
for
point.
both of them.
Good
Okay,
point.
so let's hear the second one.
Yeah, I think this is where she gets herself into some trouble.
For no need other than you don't like when people come and hold you guys accountable for introducing ceasefire resolutions because the only escalation in violence has been by you all. And so there's no need to continue. In the last 5 years I've attended city council meetings, there's never been metal detectors. There's never been more cops. The only reason you're doing it is because people actually don't care if you guys don't like them and they're actually resisting, so you want to criminalize them. So regardless of whether you elect people into office, they'll backstab you, they'll let you die, and for that reason, you guys want to criminalize us with metal detectors, we'll see you at your house. We'll murder you.
Oh my God.
Whoop.
Again, Lindsay,
listen,
right?
Listen to this next part.
Okay.
Listen. This is after it.
Lance, followed by Kev, followed by Valeria.
Listen.
Ms. Patel, that was a threat, what you said at the end, and so the officers are going to escort you out and take care of that.
That's so crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that crosses the line.
All her beef was about. It seemed like
Palestine.
metal detectors in the. No, she.
It started as like Palestine,
Yeah.
but then I guess she was triggered by something else. And
Yeah, they said they moved. They had that day. They had, I guess, recently had
Metal
put metal
detectors.
detectors and
Right.
police in the council chamber.
Well, they got psychos like this
Yeah.
freaking idiot, like threatening to murder him. That's why you put up metal
follow
detectors.
You to your house. We'll murder you.
Crazy. Here she is after the fact in court. Oh.
Crying.
Oh man, she doesn't look.
She's sobbing in court.
Yeah.
So
poor baby.
The good thing is her name is Riddhi Patel, and she's been released from jail after posting a $500,000 bail.
Whoa.
You know what I don't get? I don't get why. Okay, this is the city of Bakersfield in California. Okay, they're doing a resolution on a ceasefire in Gaza. What the fuck are you guys doing?
Well, they
need a mayor.
They wanted her. She wanted them to.
Okay.
Yeah.
She wants them to do
Yes.
that. Okay. Good. I'm like, what are you doing in the Bakersfield City Council? You want to wade into international politics, you idiots? Of course you don't want. I'm not. Would you like somebody came to me and said, "I want you to do a ceasefire resolution in Gaza"? I would tell them to get the hell out of my office. I'm not the freaking mayor. I'm not the president. I'm not working for United Nations. I'm the Mayor Hammond.
Yep.
Right? That we have no role whatsoever in this. It's just like what's going on at the universities. Like the universities are just trying to teach kids, right? Divest from Israel. What the fuck is going on?
It's like the world's upside down,
dude. I mean, yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. The world is upside down.
And maybe it's just maybe it's different in generations, right? Like we grew up a certain way, and we grew up understanding, I think, what Israel's place is in the Middle East, and what democracy is, and where democracies are. And I don't know, maybe we saw a lot more violence that happened in Israel. I mean, I can remember not too long ago where, the border between Gaza and Israel was open, and people were blowing themselves up weekly and blowing people up in buses and bringing in Israel. And a lot of these kids weren't even alive then, or weren't old enough to know that. It's crazy. I mean, it's just crazy. So
20 counts?
Yeah.
One for each
counts
council
felony,
member
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah. One threat. So it's 18 counts.
All because she wanted a city to pass a
resolution for a ceasefire in Gaza. Like, let's say that they did. Let's say that they did.
Like, what's that going to
do?
What's it going to do?
Nothing.
Yeah.
She feels better about her life, but like it has no effect whatsoever. And in the meantime, they probably piss off other investors that are like, hey, man, I was thinking about investing in Bakersfield. Hey, you guys passed this resolution, and I don't agree with it. So I'm going to go to Sacramento instead, right?
And what about the business that they could have done during that time?
Right.
The other things they could have dealt with that actually impact the residents.
Distracting them from the real issues going on in Bakersfield. You had to worry about international politics. Can't even.
That's right.
The experts can't even figure it out. And you want the Bakersfield City Council to weigh in.
International politics are going to be dealt with on the national stage.
So I'm going to come to your house and murder you.
Yeah, that was
so.
Man.
Do you agree? Like she should be charged with those felonies?
Yeah, you can't just do. She seemed like kind of organized and well spoken up until that point.
She let her emotions get.
Oh my God! Yeah. Wow.
Now she's crying.
Now she's got to deal with it. But the good thing is she's out. I mean, that's pretty baller for her to post a $500,000 bail.
Yeah.
Like, where'd she get that from?
She lives in California.
Yeah. What does that involve? Like, what do you have to do?
I think she posted $500,000 in cash, or she had a bondsman, then she had to pay $50,000 in cash for it because usually it's 10%, or she was able to post property worth at least $500,000,
like a house.
Yeah.
Like you pledged like this house as security.
Those Patels, man.
Yeah, man.
Success.
All right, hey, let's go ahead and move forward. We'll do some ads, and then we're going to come back, and we got a bit with international foods. And today's country is from Turkey. We're going to try some snacks from Turkey.
Lindsay's got it all lined up. Look at that, John. You got like a little Lindsay cam, so you can show that stuff in that box.
You're going to want to... When I took these chips out of the top, I was like, okay, so there's got to be like 4 things in here. There's like 30 things in here.
We're not doing 30.
Yeah. If you want to see Kevin throw up, stick around.
It could easily happen.
All right, let's do
taking these home.
Rogers Roofing. When you want the best for your home and family, trust the best in the business, Rogers Roofing. Rogers Roofing has transformed homes in Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland for more than 55 years. Providing quality roofing, siding, gutters, and windows, all backed by the best warranties in the industry. To learn more and to schedule your free consultation, visit rogersroofing.com or call 219-933-9145 today. That's rogersroofing.com or 933-9145. And remember, at Rogers Roofing, excellence is expected every time.
MCR Partners is your one-stop destination for top-notch expertise in economic development, finance, and planning. With a dedicated team geared up to tackle your projects head-on, they're your go-to comprehensive solution providers. Dive into the world of economic development with MCR Partners and let them guide you through the maze of opportunities. Check out their website at mcrpartnersllc.com. And for tailored assistance, don't hesitate to reach out to Matt Reardon on his personal cell phone at 219-741-9511.
Misprint. Oh, that cracked me up, actually. Misprint Printing. Elevate your brand with Misprint, the premier printing and sign solutions in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. With a 30-year legacy of excellence, their experienced team, led by Rick Baltonsberger, combines innovation and technology to deliver top-quality signs and printing and metal business cards. Always on time within budget. Conveniently located in Munster and Hammond, Misprint is your partner for creating impactful visual solutions. Visit them at misprintusa.com. That's misprintusa.com to bring your vision to life today.
Cantrell and Cantrell, attorneys at law. Are you injured or in trouble with the law? If so, give them a call and schedule your consultation today with somebody who's in the court or at the jail every day. John's in the court every day, and Kristen is like, in the office every day, just writing motions, and
she's doing all the hard work.
I know,
John's
but
the
those
pretty
two
face.
together, like they're like a full firm between those two. So call John Cantrell at 219-554-4LAW. That's 219-554-4529, or visit their website at bettercallcantrell.com. John and his wife Kristen make a great team and are waiting to hear from you.
And welcome back to Cantrell and Cantrell as our sponsor. Welcome back.
That's right. Michelob Ultras, a superior light beer brewed for those who understand that it's only worth it if you enjoy it.
That's right.
It's all in caps. That's why I got aggressive.
Thank you,
about
Steve.
It. Containing only 95 calories and 2.6 carbs, Michelob Ultra is a light lager brewed with the perfect balance of hops and wholesome grains, producing a crisp, refreshing finish. With great Michelob Ultra partners like Lionel Messi and epic summer events, including the Festival of the Lakes, Team USA Soccer, and the 2024 Olympics, there's no better time to crack open a cold one. So head over to Cal Brew or Michelob Ultra's social media for info on this great family of beers. Enjoy the Michelob Ultra lifestyle with beers and cheers responsibly.
I want the mayor to read this ad because it's a fun one.
The Bug Guy Pest Control. Are spiders spinning, flies buzzing, ants dancing, pets stirring, ticks ticking, fleas fleeing, centipedes creeping, pests pestering? Are the bugs bugging? If so, give the Bug Guy a call today to evict those unwanted guests. Call 219-810-7481 or contact the Bug Guy on Facebook.
Great alliteration.
I called him.
Did you?
I got my appointment set up.
Done. I got to get mine.
Yep.
Where are you, Bug Guy?
I ain't got no bugs.
I got no bugs either. But I would call the Bug Guy if I had bugs.
For sure.
I think it's preventative. So before you get the bugs, you get them.
Okay. Are you guys a sweet or a savory snackers?
This is it.
This time of day?
Sweet.
A sweet snacker?
I don't even know if I'm like
Well,
sour
here,
guy.
I'm tossing
Show that
you
Lindsay
some
can.
All right,
John.
well, how are we gonna? Why don't you come over here, Linz?
Yeah,
Why don't
yeah.
you come on this side?
Come on over this
Say
side.
less.
Come on over in your mortarboard.
Let's get like the stuff that's the craziest.
Okay.
Don't forget the pickle
Come
cotton
on
candy.
in,
Bringing that over.
young lady. Ugh.
There really is pickle.
I don't
What's
really
the other
like
thing?
funky food. I'm not really good with funky food. You're not on.
here we
So
go.
Steve brought bacon
mic's not on.
toothpaste too, and
Why
bacon,
is my mic not on?
It is on now.
pickle cotton candy.
Bacon toothpaste.
Dig into
sounds-
that, Tom.
Is this
Tell me
like
how that is.
recommended by the American Dental Association?
Wait. What
4
is
out
that?
of 5 dentists
Bacon-
recommend bacon toothpaste.
It says you can use it.
Oh, my
I don't see the
Someone's
little
vomiting.
stamp though.
I don't either.
see the stamp. This looks
It's
gross.
got full of like fluoride and bacon flavor.
Hold that up, Tom. Hold that up for the camera here.
Bacon flavored toothpaste.
We're just getting right
Okay,
into
first
it.
off, that's not part of this box of snacks that we got.
I want Tom to try that pickle. You like pickles?
I do like pickles. Yeah. Well, let's. Okay. What are we gonna do? What are we doing first?
Well, first off, let's do the good snacks.
We're all like
right.
opening everything like kids on Christmas right now.
Okay.
Give me that bacon toothpaste.
So it looks like we've got some instant coffee here. I'm keeping that.
Okay.
Do you want to do the breadsticks?
Where is this from?
No.
Turkey.
Is it from Turkey?
Yeah.
Breadsticks. What else do we have?
And we got chips. It looks
kind
like
of chips?
pepper and feta.
Okay.
We've got some citrus
What is
biscuit.
it? It's so gross.
Pepper and feta. I'll try those.
Okay. There you go. Okay.
We've got Pop Rocks, Papios.
Pop rocks.
Pop Rocks.
Oh, I want those to
Oh,
go in
yeah.
Tom.
Papios.
I want
in
those.
Tom's mouth.
Popios. Popios.
It looks like this cookie. It's like got sprinkles on it.
Oh, here we go. Kevin's jumping right in.
Oh, what do you think?
What is it?
What do we got here, Kevin?
What is it?
Like pepper and feta little crisps. They're good.
Are they? Let me try
Not
one.
bad.
We got a bunch of like these little like candies. They look like little sour guys. I'm
So
gonna
like
like the
this is
blue
like a. What are the? I mean, it reminds me of like a.
like Cheez-It.
Yeah.
Is it? Is
Looks
it?
like a Cheez-It. Can I try?
Yeah, it's not bad.
People don't want to see you eat good chips. They want to see you
Tom,
eat.
do the Pop
Well,
Rocks.
like, could we start with like the
No.
normal stuff before we start eating bugs and shit?
I want you in the pickle, cotton candy, or the Pop Rocks.
Those are good, man. Those
Not
little
bad.
crackers are good.
Yeah, they're like light.
I eat that all day.
They're called Gizi Siter.
Nice.
Wish I could pronounce that
I wish
correctly.
I knew how to speak Turkish.
I do too.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Turkey.
Okay.
And then this looks like a moon pie, and so does this one.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
What are we doing next?
Your choice, Tom.
Yeah,
I really want you to do the Pop Rocks.
We do got some fancy chocolate.
Your choice,
I'm
but I
not
want
even-
to do the Pop Rock.
I don't even really eat Pop Rocks.
This is
I
gonna
can't
be
even tell you the
awesome.
last time I did a freaking Pop Rock. Do you think it's the same?
I don't know.
Yeah, it
We're gonna
looks
find
Why
out.
don't you do it? You're the youngest. Yeah,
It's like I could have a heart attack. If
I know,
ate
dude. I have an
that.
extra heartbeat.
We think this is Pop
good. Here.
Rocks. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like full of caffeine.
I was just
It's
hoping.
like straight
I just wanted
crack or
Tom to put those
something.
right down the throat.
No, I'm not doing all of them. Here, I'll try some.
Oh,
It does look a little like a heroin.
It does look a little
crystallized.
druggy.
oh my!
Maybe that's the way they get
Like
into
people
the
in
country.
America snort this stuff.
Oh, listen to Lindsay's.
Yeah, it's just pop rock. Ow.
Is it? Is it good?
Ow!
It popped.
Is it good?
aggressively in my mouth. Yeah, it's like a lemon flavor. I think it's supposed to be a Coca-Cola flavor.
Listen to that.
No, that's good.
popping.
It's
Hold
Coca-Cola.
on.
Yeah.
I'm trying the moon pie.
Those are good.
That's easy. That's nothing.
These are like normal.
Marshmallow.
Yeah, they're just from other countries. Like a good friend of mine at work.
These are good.
She has family in
I
the
don't know.
Philippines, and she brought like shrimp jerky the other day.
Ugh.
Because when she goes and visits her family, she
Ugh.
comes back with all of her favorite childhood snacks.
Uh-huh.
And she gives me some, and it was shrimp jerky, and it was actually shockingly delicious.
Shrimp jerky?
That is gross.
Correct.
The Pop Rocks
It was
are good. I
amazing.
mixed them with the moon pie.
I don't know. They don't taste like American Pop Rocks. There's not enough sugar or whatever.
I feel like they're a little more aggressive in their popping too.
Okay, here,
Here we
pickle
go.
cotton candy.
Oh,
I want you to try that.
Here, hold on. I'll try
man.
the sweet thing
Moon
first. Hold on.
pie.
Let's split this, Kev.
I tried it
I already
already.
had it.
I don't want too much. I don't really like sweets that much.
All right, chat. Tom is about to do the pickle flavored cotton candy.
The moon pie is American
Yeah.
tasting.
Very normal.
Right.
These are supposed to be good snacks, not
they are?
goofy snacks.
I don't know what this is.
Exotic snacks.
E.T.
it says.
Sin.
All right.
Exotic
It's
meaning
very
foreign.
chocolatey. I don't like
Try
chocolate.
the pickle cotton candy.
All right. Could I get this taste out of my mouth first? I got like.
This looks like a fig.
I look over at Dad's
Yeah.
phone, and there's a video of me like with my cheeks full of chocolate cake.
Okay, I got to
cookie.
clear the palate here.
For the taste test, Tom's like, we got to do this officially.
Yeah, man. I can't be like going in with chocolate for my dill pickle
True.
cotton candy.
Hey, why not? I'm sure that there's a chocolate.
This is
pickle
gross. By
somewhere.
the way, I had cotton candy from Michigan last week. It did not taste good.
Oh.
What's
but,
wrong with it's just sugar.
Why are you down on Michigan's cotton candy?
I'm down on the cotton candy I bought from Michigan. It was supposed to taste good and have the side effect. It
Oh, it was like a cotton candy edible?
Yes.
And?
It was cotton candy, weed cotton candy.
Did it? Oh, it's actual cotton candy, but it was
It
weed
was like
infused?
it was sugar, weed sugar that they spun into cotton candy, and I was
Whoa.
like, that can't taste
That's
good.
creative.
I was like, that's gonna taste like shit.
And?
It tasted like shit. Yeah. But it was just like real cotton candy, though. It was like really the consistency was like just like you would see in normal cotton candy, and then you put it in your mouth and it tastes like ass.
So in other
So
words,
no
Tom gets a clear bill of health, and he's like, "Let me give
me some
cotton
weed candy.
candy.
Yeah.
I'm going for
with
it now.
Weed."
I just wanted to see.
Hey, Carol, guess what? My heart's fine.
I'm shoving my face full of
I'm
weed
not smoking
cotton.
it. All right, here we go. This is dill pickle cotton
God.
candy.
Thinking
Get a
that this
bigger
is gonna
piece
make
than
me
that.
nauseous.
What are you talking
No.
about? I don't see you eating anything here.
They're just gummies.
Oh my god, this is gross.
That looks disgusting.
All right, here we go. Okay, consistency. Tastes like cotton candy.
Oh, sugary. No pickle.
Does it taste like pickle?
No acid.
It's not as strong as I thought it would be.
It smells like pickles. I
No,
can smell
like-
it all the way over here.
But like, if you like pickles, it's like not like overpowering. Yeah, it's gross.
Come on, Kevin.
All right.
Try
It was
it.
one of
It's
these
gross.
super jellies.
It's really not as bad as I thought. I'll be honest with you, but like, it's like garlicky pickles.
That is bad.
I refuse.
Yeah, it's not good. Who the fuck
I mean, but
eats
it's coming.
that? They eat that as a
He's like,
snack?
actually, this is better than the weed cotton candy.
It is definitely better. The weed cotton candy was way worse. Yeah, way worse than
I
that.
can't picture my father eating like cotton candy on his downtime.
I love cotton candy.
He's just like, oh. Blah, blah, blah.
Kevin
I
has a
love cotton
very
candy.
refined palate, so
I
I
cannot
know
get that out of my
I
mouth.
know
I cannot
he's-
get that taste
It's in
out
my
of
teeth.
mouth.
I think
Yeah.
this is a sweet or like a sour.
Kevin's got that filet
that?
mignon,
It's like a sour
scallops
thing.
palate, man.
What
he's
is that?
He's got them oyster
sour.
palate. He ain't messing around with
This
this
is all like
Esquis.
peasant food.
That's right.
You don't speak
Turkey.
Turkish.
I don't know. I'm gonna try this breadstick thing. What is this?
Bacon toothpaste.
Baharatsli. What is this? I don't know, man.
I'm
pretty
constantly astounded that you guys are trying to read the labels. We do not speak Turkish.
Tahine helva.
Tahine.
Tahine helva.
Isn't that
Isn't that like Mexico?
Yeah,
Tahine?
right.
I'm
Is
just
it
going to tell you,
Tahine with a
chat
J
is
or what?
chanting bacon-flavored toothpaste.
What am I supposed to do? You want me to brush my freaking teeth
No,
on
just
air?
put a little on your finger. Show us what it looks like.
I think
Is
you
there
might have an
bits of
extra
bacon?
tooth.
That's aggressive, Dad. Chill.
Just to read it here, it says,
I'm going to run out of here and rinse my mouth
a
out.
fresh
See?
new way to enjoy the bacon flavor you love so much.
This is
Dad
it.
looks like a doctor who's about to do a prostate check.
Yeah.
All right, bend
Step over
over
here.
Oh,
Right,
man,
here.
no thank you.
Kevin, would you put it in your mouth?
No, I will not put that in my mouth. Get that away from me. Get that away from me.
Come on,
Come
man.
on, lick it off his finger, Kevin.
Come on. It wouldn't be the first time.
It would be.
It would be. Kevin's like, my kids are listening.
Yeah, it would be the first time.
Kevin, if Tom tries it, you got to try it.
Oh, this is so gross. Who the hell would get this? Okay, here we go. Oh, the whole thing?
Yep, go for it. You're the one who...
The whole thing.
It's good. Oh.
Is there fluoride
Oh,
in
here's
it?
the warnings. Not intended for and children 12 and under.
Give me something.
It also says do not ingest.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, so spit it out.
He just got up and left.
Okay, bye, Dad.
All right, we're going to wrap up the show.
Chat, you did this to him.
You thought I was going to be the one to vomit.
Yeah.
It was locomotive.
Well, it also says do not ingest. I guess you're not supposed to swallow.
Lindsay, wrap us up because I got to go to court.
Me? Oh, okay.
Yeah, wrap us up.
Well, this has been another very successful and exciting episode of LOCPOD.
That's Tom.
Don't do that.
Thank you for
That almost
tuning
got me,
in.
John.
And the next time you guys see me, I'll be officially graduated.
Congrats, Lindsay.
Kevin,
That's huge.
Thanks for
Yeah.
hanging out with us. The locomotive, John, the man behind the
curtain.
screens.
Thank you.
And then Dad, who's vomiting right now with his bacon toothpaste. And me, the notorious LMP.
Pearl.
It's always great to see you guys, and we'll check you out on Friday. Peace out.
We should check on Tom. Yep.
Yeah.
See ya.
Season 11 episode or season 12 episode 2 out.